Hello, folks. Welcome to the show. Today, I want to share three scam stories from Raffy Tulfo in action. Then, I'll give you my commentary on them. Note that some of it is in Visaya language, but I have someone here who can translate it for me. I'll leave the link to each full video down below. These scam stories are common. It is just not every victim comes forward with their story. Some just held their heads down in shame and took that L. The first story is about an American who looks about 78 years old who met a Filipino on a dating app. According to him, they exchanged WhatsApp numbers and communicated, but she insisted they talk audio, not video call. She only sent pictures of herself posing. Some poses seemed more provocative than others. Within 2 months of talking to her, she begged him to send her money to help her mother out. She stated that when she attempted to cash her mother's check at the bank, it bounced. He agreed and sent her 228,000 pesos, which is approximately $3,900. After receiving the money, she ghosted him. He contacted a lawyer to report it, but the lawyer told him it might be a possibility that this scammer was a man who posed as a girl to extort money from him. The lawyer continued by saying that there is a possibility that this so called Filipina might be a Western guy posing as a Filipina in order to extort money from Westerners. According to the lawyer, there have been cases in which this is the case. That does make sense given the fact that there is an app out there that changes people's voices into their favorite celebrities. This is another story of an older gentleman who was lonely but fell for the oldest trick in the book, the empathy for Filipino family members, which in some cases can be a lie. The Anti Financial Account Scamming Act was enacted in July 2024 in response to growing concerns about cybercrime that targets financial accounts through various fraudulent schemes. It is a significant piece of legislation in the Philippines that aims to prevent financial scams that use electronic and digital banking services. It holds banks and financial organizations accountable for improving security processes for their services and establishes a number of consumer protection measures. Our next story is another elderly man who was a retired lawyer. This time, he was from Australia and sent 31,944,658 pesos, about $546,436, to an elderly Filipina who looked to be in her early to mid 50s. She has a daughter as well, probably an adult. Thus, they first connected online before finally meeting in person in 2017. Before relocating to the Philippines, he spent some time flying back and forth between Australia and the Philippines. He began mailing her money on November 17, 2018 till December 31st, 2022. The reason he sent her such a large amount of money was because she suggested a business idea for him to invest in, which he thought was a good idea. He therefore sent the money when she requested it. Additionally, I would want to point out that half of the money he sent her is not his. He borrowed the money from a buddy. I'm not sure how their friendship will turn out after this one, but I'm willing to wager it will be strained. In any case, on December 31st, 2022, she received the final payout. Raffy Tulfo in action was finally able to get a hold of her, and she stated in Visaya that they have a few properties. One of them, valued at 7.5 million pesos, or around $128,292, is located in Cavite. She said he kicked herself and her daughter out of the property. They also had another property in Cebu, but she doesn't want that to be brought up in the interview with Rafi Tulfo in action. She added that she has a gambling addiction and frequently visits the casinos. Guys, this is what I want you to learn. The consequences of putting all your money in one basket, especially with a woman you barely even know. He had complete faith that she would handle his money responsibly. Gullibility can take many different forms, regardless of your academic background. The Australian man is at fault in this instance. He has no one else to blame but himself. You will notice that he is silent for most of the video. As a former attorney, he is aware that he is to blame for his vulnerability. Given the fact that Americans are unable to own land in the Philippines, he shouldn't have made such a large investment. He also started seeing another woman after hoisting his wife and her daughter. He wasted no time. I just want to note that the loss of the remainder of his money is unrelated to the new woman or mistress. Please share your thoughts about this topic in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think she may have gambled the second house away in the casino, or maybe she saved the money, put it under the bed or something, and tried to convince everyone she lost it at the casino. Okay, let's talk some more about the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act so we can understand more about what it is all about. The Anti Financial Account Scamming Act principal purpose is to protect personal bank accounts from fraudulent transactions and cyber criminal activity. The Act recognizes the increasing incidence of scams enabled by technological advancements, underlining the necessity for rules that protect consumers in the rapidly changing digital economy. It emphasizes the critical role that financial institutions play in ensuring the stability and effectiveness of the financial system, as well as their responsibilities to prevent clients from unknowingly helping and abetting fraud. A few essential elements in the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act have an impact on how financial institutions operate while safeguarding consumers. The Act provides formal definitions for significant terminology such as an account used to receive financial products or services such as bank accounts, credit cards, and e wallets. These tools are used to monitor and identify suspicious transactions in real time. This includes any personally identifiable information, such as usernames, passwords, and bank account information, that can be used to assess financial accounts. Acts such as using someone else's bank account for illicit purposes are among the specific activities classified by the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act as financial account scamming. Obtaining private information fraudulently, typically by impersonating authorized financial institution agents. Organized criminal gangs commit crimes aimed at many individuals or use mass media to entice victims. The demand that financial institutions be held responsible is a critical component of the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act. To protect clients' accounts, banks and other providers must implement appropriate risk management solutions such as FMS and multi factor authentication. If they don't follow these guidelines, they may be held accountable for monetary losses resulting from the violations. Additionally, the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act develops enforcement tools that allow the Philippine Central Bank, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, to investigate financial accounts that may be linked to illicit conduct. Furthermore, the law allows the temporary custody of funds related to contested transactions, ensuring that investigations can move forward without causing harm to victims. Violations of this act result in serious fines. For example, depending on the nature of the offense, someone convicted of financial scamming may face harsh penalties and even jail time. If the scam victim is an elderly person or the actions are deemed economic sabotage, the penalties may be heavier. Following the enactment of the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act, financial institutions are responding by upgrading their security infrastructures. To detect and prevent fraudulent conduct, various institutions are aggressively using cutting edge technologies such as machine learning and artificial intelligence. This includes applying predictive analytics and monitoring user behavior, both of which can aid in detecting abnormalities and may indicate fraud. Furthermore, the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act mandates that institutions improve consumer awareness and education about the hazards associated with financial scams. This project aims to raise public awareness by allowing customers to detect and report suspicious activities. Overall, the Anti Financial Account Scamming Act is an effective reaction to the threats of financial fraud that use digital financial services. It strives to make online banking safer for users by specifying banned actions, implementing severe fines, and shifting responsibility to financial companies. It will take an ongoing effort to update legislation and implement cutting edge security measures that will keep up with new threats as the financial transaction ecosystem evolves. All right, folks, that is all for today's show. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.